Go back. What's up out there, you guys? Welcome back. Seattle Kraken, get it done. Oh my goodness, in overtime for the win. Hopefully I'm live. I think I pushed the right button tonight. I'm scrambling around. Who knows? Let me know in the chat. How's it going out there? How you guys feeling? Kraken get it done in overtime with a 5-4 victory. Wow. I'm absolutely out of my mind right now. Trying to get everything all organized. Thanks for being back here again, you guys. The Stanley Cup playoffs rolling on. The chat's going off over here saying stuck at work. Trevor L. Well, hopefully you got to see some of the game. Only the scary parts than the fun parts. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna go back here. Brian saying, yes, sir. What's up? Oh my. Now that is how you play hockey. Overtime. Also, they got to be the cardiac Kraken. My heart is pounding. Alicia, good to see you in the chat. I'm going to go through all the comments here. Please let me know, you guys, is everything coming through okay in the chat? Because I had a little stumble here. I'm trying to get everything going. And wow. But this is the most important part. That's Kraken hockey. Seattle takes game one. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you for being here. Stanley Cup playoffs rolling on. Kraken fans getting a great taste of this wild ride we call the Stanley Cup playoffs each spring in the NHL. Welcome to another live episode here on the channel. Round 2, game 1. We're kicking things off with a huge overtime victory on the road. Round 1 did not disappoint, and so far round 2 has been fantastic for Seattle. We took down the defending Stanley Cup champions, and now a 1-game series lead. A new challenge, a strong team in Dallas, much more balanced. They knocked out Minnesota in the first round. I can't wait to get into the comments with you guys tonight, but wow, a little different start on the stream tonight. I'm just, yeah, I'm feeling it right now. I'm like pumped. I'm out of my mind. I'm feeling a little bit, I got to get organized a little bit. Let's get into the notes. Let's get to your comments here. I haven't heard from too many people yet on the text messages, but I need to focus on the chat. We're going to get to the poll question. Also I would love to hear from you guys. Where are you logging in from? Wow. Seattle Kraken steal at 5-4 on the road. Thank you so much for being here. Brian says, here to say, hey, and hit the hay. Brian, definitely tired on the East Coast. Wow. Ed C says, glad we were able to rain on Pavelski's parade. And I have nothing but love for Pavelski, but holy moly, 4 goals from him. He couldn't get another one in overtime, thankfully, for the Kraken, and we get it done. But yeah, let me know in the chat, you guys, where are you logging in from? And the poll question tonight, how many goals did you miss in the first period? 1, 2, or leave a comment in the chat. I missed 2 goals. I'm going to be completely honest with you. A little bit disappointed in myself. Supposed to be covering the game and bringing all of the the descriptions to you on Twitter and things like that, but I missed 2 of them. Luckily, Lady Squatch was dialed in. She got the description for me on one of them. We're going to get into that on the recap. But yeah, keep the comments coming here. Edsy says, how you doing, Squatch? I'm doing great. I'm feeling it right now. Trevor says, no kidding, got to double cover him since no one else in Dallas can do anything apparently. Pavelski is a tip savant. Unreal. Brian, yes, absolutely. Pavelski's been doing this for years and years and years. But I got to catch up here. So let me know, you guys. Who are your 3 stars? As always, we're gonna go through this, get through the recap, talk all about it here. Kraken versus the Dallas Stars, round 2, game 1. Ed C says, Ken Moore logging in. Great to hear from you guys. Hopefully everything's coming good through the stream tonight. I don't have any internet lag or anything like that. I did start the stream a little bit differently because I was trying to just get in here and get things rolling. But yes, PG, what's up? Norway signing in all the way across the world. Great to have you saying, yes, Striatic, bring on the forecheck. There's Striatic. Let's say hi to him as well. Says he corrals chaos into goals like a freaking wizard. Pavy, 8 for 8 on the dot also. So yeah, not only the 4 goals, but perfect in the face-off circle. The master of chaos, like Striatic says there. So holy moly, you guys. Oh my God. I can't believe it. I had the check marks ready. I was going to bring them upstairs, but you know what? I don't have the ones in real life, but let's get to the ones digitally. Trevor, the great reminder again. Let's do this, you guys. Let's take that check mark. Let's drag it into the box. Give me a shout out in the chat for check marks. If you're one of my people, the nerds and the geeks, we got to unite. We got to keep it real. 1 check mark in the Seattle Kraken check box. That's 5 wins for your Seattle Kraken in the Stanley Cup playoffs. The Dallas Stars gave us a lot throughout the rest of the game tonight, but we held on and we really bared down in overtime. I thought the Kraken did a great job when it really felt like things were slipping away. But kudos to the Dallas Stars for getting back into it, making it a really good game. They are such a good team. A lot of great players. Obviously, Pavelski going to be up there in the Stars tonight. But holy moly, let's get into it. Going to keep taking the comments, you guys. It's already 10:15. I'll go as long as you want. Keep the comments coming. I'm going to keep talking and popping your guys' comments up on the stream. Thank you so much for being here. But yes, round 2, game 1. We kick things off the series between Seattle and Dallas. Like I said, round 1 did not disappoint. Round 2, so far, looking pretty good. We got 2 more games tomorrow. Florida took down the Toronto Maple Leafs tonight. So pretty interesting stuff. Again, you need 16 wins to win the Stanley Cup, but we've got 5. So pretty amazing for Seattle being in their second year and coming up big already in the playoffs for the municipality here. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Thank you for being here, you guys. My name is Mike, Sasquatch NHL. Try to bring you these live streams as often as I can throughout the postgame and through the regular postseason and regular season, regular video updates. Keep up with me over on Twitter as always. Please hit that subscribe button. If you like the content here, hit that like button as well. Helps out the stream and the channel as I try to continue to grow this thing as we go into the future. We've got, hold on a minute, late breaking news. We've got physical check marks. Just a second. Okay, so there's one. Wait, we gotta turn it around. Somebody was making fun of me for my check marks. They were calling them L's, but you know what? Today it's a dub. So there's 1. There's 2. We've got 2. There's 3. Hold on a minute. There's 4. And 1 more in overtime. That's 5 check marks, you guys. Huge dub for Seattle in overtime. Thanks for the helper. Lady Squatch just brought the check marks upstairs. We're going to take them with us. We got to collect these things. They're very important. And even if we don't make it out of round 2, even if we don't win the Stanley Cup, we are doing incredible. Seattle Kraken, amazing work in your second season. I'm so proud of them, and I can't wait to see what happens here going forward. We got a 1-0 series lead. Let's get back to your comments, you guys. DGR, currently recovering from that heart attack. Yes, me as well. I'm doing my best to try to keep it together here, give you a somewhat coherent live stream, talk about the game, going to get into that recap, talk about the 3 stars stats, going to look at the bracket, and of course take live comments from you guys as we go. Stratic says, good to get the win while putting that many hits on Dallas. Yes, we were very physical tonight, and sometimes that happens when you're playing from behind, but Seattle was doing it playing from ahead tonight. We did yield that lead late in the third period because of Pavelski doing, Joe Pavelski things. But yeah, Stratic says, investing in wearing them down over a long series. And we came in tired, so I don't know why Dallas had less energy. Obviously, they came back in the game, but it looked like Seattle had the jump tonight. After that start by Dallas, we came back, we put it to them, and we grabbed the 4-2 lead. We yielded, but then we took it over and we won it in overtime. PG also says, man, they are sure biased on ESPN. Switched to Sportsnet before overtime. Much better. Yeah, I'm a little bit partial too because I grew up listening to Canadian coverage. ESPN does a good job. I'm not going to complain, but yes, if I had a preference, it would definitely be Sportsnet just because, the Canadian coverage is always amazing. But yeah, I don't like to talk trash about the ESPN coverage. It's different. That's all I'll say. DGR says, regardless of the outcome, Pavelski's got to get the first star. Probably, right? 4 goals tonight. Coming out after 2 weeks and burying 4 goals on a very hot goalie is nuts. Grew a little leaky at times tonight. Some big rebounds as well, but he got it done when he needed to, and full marks to Joe Pavelski. I love that guy. Rooted for him for years in San Jose, and really unfortunate circumstances in the first round, but he's bounced back. Really great to see Joe Pavelski healthy. Good karma here. That's the way we do it at Sasquatch NHL. Nothing but respect for great players and good sportsmanship and things like that. And Joe Pavelski had a great game tonight. So let's keep that good vibe going. I really am looking forward to this series with Dallas. I think there's a lot of talent on both sides of the ice, and I think it can be a really long and great series. Let's see what happens in game 2. Ed C says, yeah, I like the route coverage better. Yeah, obviously, we got John Forsland, we got JT, we got Eddie, we got Piper, we've got on and on and on and on. Allison, oh my gosh, and the studio coverage is amazing as well. We are lucky in Seattle to have the coverage that we do. We've said that many times here together in the chat, and I've said it many times on the podcast and also here on the channel. Donnell says, I know you was happy that your Kraken won in overtime to the Stars. I felt like the Stars should have won, but your Kraken won. And I kind of feel that, Donnell. I felt like as we got through that third, we gave up that lead. It felt like it was just, oh man, this should be probably Dallas's game. But Kraken just, you know what? They bared down in overtime. I just said that a minute ago, but they got it done. And we steal that victory. Huge for Seattle in game 1. Ed C says, I hope Canny comes back in this series. Yeah, we're all hoping for a quick and healthy recovery for Jared McCann. We'll see what happens. He did not travel to Dallas, so he's not going to be in game 1 or game 2. We'll see what happens going forward, but you want to be very, very careful. And also, let's not speculate on head injuries. Obviously, it was a concussion. He got hit by Makar into the boards. We'll see what happens going forward, but I'm not going to speculate at all. I don't know when he'll be back, and obviously we want to give McCann as much time as he needs with a head injury like that. It's not something to mess around with, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it would be amazing if he does come back in this series. Trevor says, I'd vote first star Pavelski, second Eberle, and third Gord. And Striatic says, Grew was fantastic. Way better than his .74 goals save. Yes. GSFA, sorry. I'm having a mental break here. Suggests due to all the unstoppable tips. Yeah, and Pavelski, over and over in his office getting the tips there. But holy moly, love the props. Yes. Thank you, Striatic. You know what? I was going to bring them up at the beginning of the stream, but I was running around, jumping up and down, clapping on the couch, and I hit live a little bit late. But Lady Squatch, always there, always on the spot. Thank you, Nicole. If you're watching downstairs or somewhere else, I do appreciate it. It takes more than just me on the stream to get it going sometimes. Donnell says, oh, I saw your little clip yesterday. Yeah, did another YouTube short. You and the ladies got into the car going somewhere, and it was just kind of, like the symbolism of moving on to the second round. So thanks for checking that out, Donnell. It was a lot of fun to film that one. I'm trying to do shorts every round. That'll be a thing here at Sasquatch NHL. Hopefully we'll go to the next one. Don't know what you're going to see. Marcial, what's going on? I listen to Kraken broadcast and watch televised. I keep getting blacked out of Root Sports Yak. So in the second round especially, you're going to have to go to the national coverage. You're not going to get Root Sports coverage in round 2. They did cover it in round 1, but pretty much from here forward, it's going to be like ESPN, TNT, TBS. So that's how you're going to be able to catch the games moving forward. Stratic says Otter, negative point, 2.22 goal save, but was great for a long stretch. That minute in the first killed his stats. Yes. And both of these goalies, we'll talk about this going into the recap, neck and neck statistically, the save percentage and goals against average. I'm going to break that down for you guys as we go into the recap. I got to catch up in my notes. This is crazy. I'm so excited right now. The Kraken have a 1-0 lead. In round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, I can't even believe I'm saying, I keep saying that here on the channel. Every time the Kraken continue to surprise us, I can't believe what I'm saying. It keeps coming out of my mouth, and here we are. Let's keep it going, you guys. Okay, a couple more comments. Let's get into the setup. Let's look at the rosters real quick here. I'm going to keep taking comments, but here's the Dallas Stars setup. Obviously, Joe Pavelski now back in the lineup, so great to see that. Joe Pavelski, longtime veteran, San Jose Shark for many years, has that amazing ability, that hand-eye coordination, and being able to set up in front of the net, always able to tip the puck on shots from the point, and very great down low even on rebounds and, just great stick work overall. So Pavelski back in the lineup on that line with Domi and Marchment at least coming into the game. I don't know if that changed up a little bit throughout. I didn't track that as good because I get too excited. We had Kiviranta and Olofsson scratched tonight, and you've got Suter up top on that top defensive pairing. Heiskanen, their number 4 for the Dallas Stars. Obviously, Ottinger, an amazing goalie for the Dallas Stars. He always performs, especially in the playoffs. We've seen it now the last couple of years. The guy just stands on his head. Great work in net overall. And they got the young gun, Jason Robertson, Rope Hintz, Tyler Seguin, all these guys. I'm not even saying their names right now just because I'm too excited, but holy moly. Okay, so that's the Dallas Stars roster. Let's look at the Kraken roster again real quick here. Nothing changed. You still got Ty Cartier up there up top, filling in for Jared McCann. Vince Dunn. We talked about this a little bit on the internet today. The rumors about extension coming. It's going to be expensive. Not surprised at all. Grubauer and net backstopping this team in that fourth line. Really grinding for the Kraken tonight. I thought they played some really good minutes. Donato, stuck out to me. I don't think he was, star power or anything like that. I don't think he's going to end up in the 3 stars, but he had a really good game, drew some penalties. Spronger right there. Sprong at times has had his issues defensively, but across the board, I thought the Kraken were strong, rolling those 4 lines. And Bjorkstrand, dangerous again tonight. Great to see from the Kraken. Let's take a few more comments, and then I'm going to get into the recap. So we break it down for you guys. Donnell says, if your Kraken would have lost in overtime, would you... Oh, yes, I'd be very mad, but I'd be proud still. The goal on the road is to go in, grab 1 game, and get out of there. Yeah, I wouldn't have been too mad. That's just kind of the way the playoffs go. Marcio says, I'm choosing to believe that we can win this series all the way. Yes, and that's what you got to do. Just like the Kraken have to do, they got to believe that they can win, and I think they can. They just proved it tonight. A very convincing comeback when they were down, early in the game, came back, grabbed the lead, and then they had to bear down in overtime after they yielded the lead back to Dallas. So good job by Seattle. So that's enough belief I need right there from how they performed tonight. Definitely some mistakes along the way, and we'll talk about this, but they got it done. Stradek says, 1 more win to force a Game 6 at Climate Pledge Arena. Just need to make this series long, and anything can happen. And I think here in Seattle, we're all hoping for a long series because it would be fantastic to see 3 more home games at Climate Pledge Arena. It was so fun for the games that we were able to go to, and also the ones that we didn't go to, but also to get to, see all the pictures and everything happening at Climate Pledge Arena there through the first few home games in their history in the playoffs. Pretty amazing stuff. Stratix also says, remember that Winnipeg won first game versus Vegas, then crashed. Don't think that happens to the Kraken. And I would agree with that because the Kraken are built a little bit differently, and they have to get contributions from throughout the lineup, and they continue to get that. 15 goal scorers coming into this series. And we're going to update that stat hopefully at the end of the stream. Jonesy, what's up? Good to see you on the stream as well. In hockey, are there in-period adjustments that can be made without calling a timeout, or do adjustments get made in between periods? I feel like the Kraken need to be a little bit better at that. So great question. Thank you. Always great to have new viewers, new fans on the stream. So yes, it's a little bit of both. You're going to get in-game adjustments depending on, the talent of your coaching staff. The Kraken have done a pretty good job of this at times, even though Hackstall is a little bit less experienced in the playoffs, but also in between periods, you're getting adjustments from the Kraken. And, you're going to see it from Pete DeBoer very much through this series. Dallas made a few adjustments on the fly as well, kind of changing up how they were entering into the zone and things like that. But yes, great question. Thank you for being here, Jonesy. And that is going to be a big theme through round 2. You're going to see line matching. You're going to see strategy changes and line changes as well throughout this series. So great question. Trevor says, it's common practice in St. Louis during playoffs for people to watch the game on mute and turn the radio on for commentary because they're always not great. Yeah, sometimes I will do that. I'll listen on the radio occasionally because we got a great radio broadcast here in Seattle as well. Fitzhugh does a great job over there with Tomlinson and the whole crew. Mike Benton, shout out to all those guys. Huge fan of the radio broadcast. I just don't do it as often as I just watch the TV. But great point, Trevor. Thank you for bringing that up. Ty Jacobs says, Jonesy, in the playoffs, adjustments are being made all game. Yes, and he just kind of alluded to this. It's part of the chess match that goes down The more you watch, the more you will start to notice the details. There is a ton of strategy in hockey and a ton of hockey left to be played in this series. So again, we got to celebrate this, but one game does not make a series. Lots of work left to do. Let's get into the recap tonight. You guys keep the comments coming. I'm going to break this down for you. What I saw tonight, tell the story a little bit. We got the check mark. We got the win. Oh, I did it backwards again. It's tough when you're on camera. You don't really, whatever. Okay, so the poll question, how many goals did you miss in the first period? 60% of you said 1, 40% of you said 2. So that's where we're at with the poll question. So thanks for participating in that. But let's get into the game breakdown here. Grew coming in 926 save percentage, 2.44 goals against. Otter for the Stars 929 and a 201 goals against. So these guys are like right up there. I think second and third overall in the league in the playoffs so far. Great goaltending. Ottinger and Grubauer. Grubauer a little bit, kind of loosey-goosey tonight, but he got it done. And Kraken win it. So first period, quick start. We all got that extra few minutes of the Toronto Maple Leafs dropping game 1 to the Florida Panthers. And then we cut to the Kraken game. Pavelski back into the lineup. Great to see that. But immediately, he's back on the scoreboard. He makes it 1-0 Dallas. Pavelski just kind of floated down the right side there. The Stars enter the zone. A quick pass from the neutral zone up the left side. And Larson, Pavelski was in his blind spot just a little bit there. But yeah, 1-0 right away in the first period. A lot of Joe Pavelski on the scoring roll here. But Kraken yield the first goal for the first time in their playoff history. So got to play from behind a little bit. So this is a new thing for Seattle. We're not used to this in the playoffs so far. But Dallas, they're doing a good job on the rush early, generating sustained pressure, funneling pucks to Grubauer down low, attacking the net. Dallas continues the hard work. 11:09 left in the first period. Along the wall, Geeky guilty of tripping, so Dallas goes to the power play, the first one of the series. And you can see that Dallas power play, a whole different look compared to Colorado. They're stacking guys in front of the net, looking for tip plays. Pavelski, specifically, creating chaos down low on Grubauer. It's really hard to see the puck when there's so many guys screening the net there, but Kraken do kill that penalty, so good work by Seattle. Seattle, right after that, they get back to it and they break through. They get a good forecheck going up ice. How many times have I said this? Good pressure in the defensive zone, in Dallas's defensive zone. Geeky off the wall, feeds Schwartz in front. Well, I messed that up a little bit, but Geeky feeds Schwartz in front of the net. The puck came off the wall in front there. And we've got a tie game, 1-1. But don't get up. The tradition here in Kraken hockey, never get up after a goal. And the response goal from Dallas, we go the other way. They get set up, a shot, and Pavelski in his office here tips it in, his signature move. He's got his second of the game. It makes it 2-1 Dallas. Sucks. But Kraken not backing down. 5:32 left in the first period. Back into Dallas's zone. Another response. Please don't get up during a Kraken game if there's a goal scored. Schultz this time sneaks in. Kraken dig it out off of the boards. It was Donato. Great work. He finds Schultz sneaking in, and he goes left side over the blocker on Ottinger. So it's 2-2 Seattle. And man, that one felt good. So again, don't get up. Before I could even finish tweeting that goal, the Kraken score again. I don't even know who scored that goal. Luckily, I've got Lady Squatch over here letting me know what happened. It was Oliver Bjorkstrand who made it 3-2 Seattle. Thank you, Nicole, for keeping me up to date as I'm on my phone like an idiot tweeting about who scored the goal. I gotta watch the TV. And again, don't get up. Don't go to the refrigerator. Typical Kraken stuff going on. Chaotic. We've got another goal within just, seconds, maybe a minute. A face-off win. Matthew Calder, trophy winner. Probably Beniers. Passes to the point. Vince Dunn, a shot. And Jordan Eberle with the tip in front. Kraken make it 4-2. Are you kidding me? What is happening right now? Goals being scored like just confetti coming out all over the place. I don't even know. I don't know how to describe it. It was just a goal scoring festival. Okay, so second period. Woo! That was just the first period, you guys. Let's go to the second period, and no goals in the second period. Good flow, I thought. Both teams trading chances. Seattle making Dallas work hard in their end. Ryan Donato, that fourth line still working good. We get that power play, the first one for Seattle in the series. Glendening goes for hooking. Dallas, they did pretty good on the penalty kill, but Seattle made it easy for them. Not much happening. But we keep going, pushing the shot advantage now 18-12, and 9:06 left in the second period. Adam Larson gets the stick into Tyler Seguin's back. Why am I not saying his? I know how to say his name. I'm just freaking out in front of the camera right now. Tyler Seguin. Whatever. I'll edit this out. Make fun of me in the chat. It's okay. I don't care. But he kind of flops. He falls over. Yanni Gord also had a few thoughts on that, barking at him. Borgatron, a big hit with 7 minutes left. Kraken kill that off. Lots of battle from Seattle, and, you know, I'd almost rather just be right. I don't want any more power plays. I just want to be even strength. Let's just do that. So we go to the third period. Nothing else happened there. Go to the third period. We did have a good cluster of chances there at the end of the second. Thank you, Ty. I'm struggling tonight with the pronunciations. It might have been those 2 shots in overtime that I had. Tyler Seguin. Thank you, sir. All right, third period. You got to figure some sort of push is going to come from Dallas, and it does. They get back in this game. A huge sequence, though. 17:45 left in the third. Kraken, they create a turnover on the boards. Eberle right in front. Matty Beniers hits the post. Another chance. Ottinger, a big save after it came over to Eberle there, and he fired it. So we could have had a 3-goal lead. OMG, but we don't. So 13:42 left now. Another dangerous chance comes in on Grubauer. Dallas trying to come back. Kraken clear it. They clean it up. 12:51 left now in the third. Some nonsense, a little marchment, you know, into Geeky, hitting him in the back, cross-checking. He gets 2 minutes. Dallas a little bit frustrated. Kraken power play does not make them pay. So Dallas, another opportunity here. Late in the third period, they counter in transition. Shot on Grubauer. Rebound comes right to Pavelski's stick. He's just driving the net, doing Pavelski things, and it goes in. Pavelski with the hat trick. It's 4-3 Seattle. 10:10 left. Dallas, a quick entry. Just 6:37 left now. And what do you know? Again, Joe Pavelski. That's all I can say about the Dallas Stars tonight. His 4th goal on the evening. We're tied 4-4. Feels like the Kraken are letting it slip away, but we go to overtime. Pretty good start in overtime from Seattle. Got some chances down low. Schwartz, a near miss. Ty Cartier moments later through round 2, just misses the net. Borgie, a big block. Hurts his knee, his stinger, but he's going to be okay. He's going to be fine. He comes out of the game. And then Grew, a couple of big saves. Under 13 minutes left in overtime. And then just after that, what do you know? I was telling Nicole and Lady Squatch, it's going to be a crazy, weird goal, a classic one. Overtime winner. Ping pong, bouncing around, down low. Yanni Gord grabs it, whips around, spins, fires. Kraken win it in overtime. Wow. That's all I got. I gave it, you guys. I gave it everything I could in the recap tonight. I'm exhausted. Let's get into the comments. Kraken win it in overtime. Holy moly. 5-4. Ty says, oh, you absolutely don't. You have to be careful in the playoffs, though. One headhunting mission can open up the ice for the rest of the team. Yeah, I hope Geeky doesn't forget that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and there was a lot of, I love seeing the physicality, though. I think it's good. You got a little bit of a rivalry going here, some great matches in the regular season, and I think the guys were playing clean hockey tonight, some good hits overall. Seattle was physical. I can't say enough about the way the Kraken played physically tonight. They were blocking shots. We're going to get into the stats here in just a minute. Let me know before you log out, who are your 3 stars for the evening? Going to look at the official ones here in just a second. I would imagine that Joe Pavelski is up there for sure. And if you're liking the content here and the stream tonight, hit that like button for me as we go down the stretch here. Donnell says, this second round, you have 3 teams that have never won the Stanley Cup. 1 team has won the Cup recently. That is the Hurricanes, and 5 teams that have won the Cup. So great historical knowledge there. Thank you, Donnell, for contributing. Goals, yes, sorry, Stratic. Goals saved versus average, or goals saved above expected. I was getting all stumbled up in that. Thank you again, as always, Stratic, here with the stats and the helper in the chat on the acronyms. As usual, Marcio, Rainy saying, Trevor, exactly. Thanks, Ty, still learning. Jonesy, absolutely. Thank you for being here. Keep coming back. Like to bring in the new fans as well as we go through this. This is going to be a wild ride as we go into the playoffs deeper. We've got 1 win in the second round. This is crazy. Ty says, Jonesy, feel free to fire any questions you have. Love to help out. So keep that vibe going in the chat. Also, Dallas Stars fans, more than welcome. Always here. We're going to have a good vibe here on Sasquatch NHL. We will razz each other. That's fine. But yeah, I do like having all the new fans and people from opposing teams as well. Keep it good in the chat. Let's go. Trevor says, just don't ask what icing is because the officials don't even know the answer to that one. So remember, Trevor, it's a race to the hash marks, not the red line. People forget about that, and they pointed that out again on the broadcast the other night. So it's a race to the hash marks. Stradek says, the good news is that Dallas isn't as good off the rush and generating rushes as the Avs, so we can be a little more aggressive offensively without the same concern about getting counter punches. So another great point from Stradek. I think both of these teams are really good defending the rush, but it felt like the Kraken tonight, they had their moments. Yeah, but great comment. Thank you, Stradek, as always. Stradek says, they of course have all kinds of other tricks the Avs do not. And I kind of talked about this coming in. The Avalanche, very top heavy this year, especially with the injuries and Landeskog out. But Dallas, very much, kind of a mirror image of Seattle, very balanced. They can change things up strategically. They've got a lot of different looks they can go to. And when Pavelski is healthy, as you saw tonight, he is a monster. The guy is old, but he's not that old. He knows how to score. So great work by Pavelski. Can't wait to see what Dallas has in Game 2. I would imagine they're going to bring another big push. Seattle PK being perfect was huge. Also a big key, special teams. Yes, we did not do good on the power play, but again, if your penalty kill is good and you play strong 5-on-5 hockey, which the Kraken have continued to do now for months, it's going to equal results, and they got that result again tonight. One of the early penalty kills felt like a 5-on-5, yes. And, we joke about this a lot on Twitter. Some people don't like it, but we talk about the power kill. And I think Allison Lucan kind of coined this term. It feels like Seattle has that going. Dallas had a little bit of that going tonight too because Seattle's power play is so bad. But yes, the penalty kill, really a big key tonight. And let's look at the stats. Before I get to more comments here, let's look at the stats as we go down the stretch here. Let's look at those power play metrics. 0 for 3 for Seattle and 0 for 2 for Dallas. So yes, we did not break through on the power play, but we did not yield any power play goals to Dallas. So that's huge. We had 44 shots on goal. And we did okay in the circle, 58% to 42%. Not too shabby. Hits, 47 hits for Seattle. We were physical. We were very physical, and we blocked 20 shots, 21 blocked shots for Dallas. Really great. Only 12 giveaways for Seattle, 18 for the Stars. Jonesy says, what are your thoughts on the extra punches to the head of Geeky while he was down on the ice? That should have been a 5-minute major. Well, no. Okay, so I get what you're saying. Yes, it's very frustrating to see that happen, but 5-minute major is usually reserved for really, really over the top hits from behind into the boards or some really egregious, roughing calls or interference calls. That play right there was a little bit just playoff hockey. That's the best way I can describe it. It was right in front of the ref. It wasn't too out of control. Yes, it was frustrating to watch as a Kraken fan, but you know what? We were going to get a power play out of that, and maybe we could have got a double minor there, but Definitely not a 5-minute major in my opinion. But thanks again for the question, Jonesy. I do appreciate that. Keep them coming. It's just the way I see it. I'm just going to give you my opinion. But yeah, I don't think that was 5-minute major material at all. Ty says, in the regular season, I would anticipate a double minor. The original penalty, then that after antics earn a roughing, punching a defenseless player on the ice is pretty low class. Yeah, but it's also pretty common in the playoffs because that's the way the NHL rolls, I guess. And we've seen it a lot for a long time. Marcelo, I didn't miss any of the goals first period. Nice work. I was glued entire first period. It was so frenetic. Holy moly, Marcelo. I am like super proud that you didn't miss anything. I missed 2, maybe even 3 because this is what I was doing. Got a tweet. Very important. I need to put the phone down. I need to focus. So great work, Marcelo. By the way, let's update the poll here. 67% of you missed 1 goal tonight, 33%. So let me know, what snack were you getting out of the refrigerator? Or what drink were you getting from the bar? Joey, what's up, Joey Hurwitz? I missed your first comment the other night because I came into the stream late, but good to have you here. Joey says, Seattle has the best penalty kill in the playoffs, I think. And we can go look at the stats for that, but yes. Ty says, I need a live earpiece. Yeah, we got to have the Ty production mode. Mile High, what's up, buddy? Good to see you on the stream. I know it, we had a great competitive series against the Avs. I do appreciate you being back, saying nice. Shout out, Mile High. I think that's the podcast group, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know in the chat, because I follow a podcast group now on Twitter called Mile High Pundits. I'm pretty sure that's the same group here on YouTube. But yes, let's beat the Dallas Stars together, Mile High. Let's do this. Bring it in. Donnell, this second round, you have 3 teams that have never won the Stanley Cup. 1 team has won the Cup recently. Oh yeah, sorry, I already highlighted that. Spartan, what's up, Spartan? What's going on? I know Spartan's going to some of the games in Dallas. Still very excited. Can't wait to see the Kraken on Thursday. Grubauer, probably second. Pav, first. Yeah, Pavelski, third. Star, I don't know. But that's great to hear. Spartan going to go to the game in Dallas. I hear that playoff tickets are just a little bit cheaper in Dallas. So, good decision, Spartan. And by the way, thanks for supporting the channel. Send some pictures. Tag me, I'll retweet over on Twitter, as always. Joey says, Seattle has waited 107 years for a title since the Metropolitans. Yeah, I mean, it's, a whole different franchise altogether, but we do have that banner up in the rafters. Let's see what happens. Let's keep it going. Ty says, what is goaltender interference? Don't even, Ty. Don't start with me. We're not doing that tonight. As if I could even explain that. Come on, dude. I'm happy we probably sent beer in hand guy home unhappy. Yes. At least he got to drink a couple of beers, so good for him. All right, so there's the stats, you guys. Thank you for contributing to the chat tonight and the stream. Let's look at the shots by period here. And you see that 12-11 split in the first period after Dallas kind of had the edge early. Seattle flipped it. They take advantage. And then the second period, 14-9. And then Dallas, that big comeback in the third, 11-9. So that gives you a little bit of the game flow there. But Seattle, 10 shots in overtime. That's surprising. I didn't realize it was that many. I thought it was maybe like 7, maybe 6 or 7. But 10 shots in overtime. Wow. Huge stat there. 44 shots overall for Seattle. And they get the dub tonight in OT. Let's look at the 3 stars, you guys. We're winding down the stream a little bit tonight. Thank you so much for being here and participating in the stream. There's your 3 stars. Wow. Joe Pavelski, the number 1 star with 4 goals. Plus minus of 3 and 19 minutes and almost 30 seconds there on ice. He was just amazing. And it's really good to see coming off of the concussion. Happy for Joe Pavelski, but also ecstatic for the Kraken. The fact that they got it done tonight. Yanni Gourde, huge. Captain Yanni coming through for the Kraken over and over. 1 big goal there in overtime. And he had contributions, I thought, throughout the evening. So great job by Yanni. Max Domi, the 3rd star. 3 assists, 19 minutes on the ice. I thought he had a couple of great face-off wins as well. So I understand why the 3 stars went the way they did, but Yanni Gord, you're only Kraken there on the 3 stars, number 2, and the Kraken get it done in overtime. Let's look at the playoff bracket here as we go down the stretch. Let me read yours. I got to refresh it here. Just a second. Yep. Let's just refresh it because it still shows that we have... There we go. Kraken now. I might have to move it around a little bit too. There you go. So you got your 1-0 series lead. Spartan says, I think a bigger question is who will get the Davy Jones hat. Yeah, I can't wait. I got to get over onto Twitter after this and check it out. But yes, I'm looking forward to that as well. Probably Yanni Gord because he got the OT winner. We'll see. 1-0 series lead for Seattle, and Florida gets that win tonight. So they're up on Toronto 1-0, you guys. That's where we're at in the playoffs. Let's look ahead here. And if you don't subscribe to the podcast, please do. Got great audio content coming at you over there. As usual, Kraken heading down into Game 2 in the series here Thursday, May 4th, 6:30 p.m. That's also going to be on ESPN, I believe. I need to check the TV schedule real fast, but there it is. The whole outlook on the schedule for the series. The next one going to come here before you know it. But you know what, you guys? Break out the flip-flops and the tank tops. Tomorrow, we've got a nice, sunny, off day in Seattle. The sunshine's going to be out, 80 degrees, as we kick back with a 1-0 series lead in the second round of the Stanley Cup playoffs. You guys, thank you so much for being here. Please, once again, hit that like button before you log out tonight. That's going to do it for the stream tonight. One last look in at the poll. 67% of the vote. Good job, you guys. You only missed 1 goal tonight. And I can't say the same because I missed a lot more than that. But that's it. That's it for the stream. Round 2 continues. Kraken go against the Stars this Thursday, May 4th. Reminder, please check out the podcast if you don't already. And keep up with me over on Twitter. Thank you guys for being here on the stream tonight. That's going to do it for me. Catch you again on the next post-game stream right here on Sasquatch NHL. Have a great night, and let's go Kraken. See you guys.